Welcome Veve fam. In this video, I'll be going over why I don't care about the MCP point system, and by the end of this, you might be thinking the same. So jump in straight away. The MCP is a master corrective program. It's gone over at least one revision so far by Veve that was published, and I'll be going over first of all what the MCP is, why I don't care about the points just now, and some things to consider for the future that may impact what you do as well. Not financial advice, just my own opinions here. So first of all, the MCP program really is just about correcting points based on activity on the app, whether that's owning collectibles, comics, or doing daily tasks such as posting and liking feeds and posting, that sort of thing. So really, I'm not going to go into details. I've done other videos on the actual details itself, but just as a reminder, the more you have, the more collectibles, more sets, the higher the rarity. So that's, for example, a secret rare or ultra rare, you'll get more points for them. These points in particular can be used for many things. We've talked about buying accessories, etc., but also having the ability to put into a rank sort of drop system or raffle, as they've called it here, and it can help you secure the upcoming drop and use your tickets that you've earned for these MCP points to kind of buy the tickets for the raffle and try and get the drop. And really, that's probably what a lot of people will use their points for. You can only keep the points for 6 months. There's a couple of other things you can do, but really I feel that given the value these NFTs have just now, that people will be using their points to kind of redeem for these drop raffle tickets. And the reason why I think that's important to consider here is a lot of people have been talking about how we're going to kind of maximise our points and trying to correct as many points as possible, because they are retroactive, so regardless of when it actually happens, Veve will kind of count those points back to, I'm assuming from day one you've logged into the app, and they'll then update your points balance, which gives you the opportunity to kind of use them. And people are trying to stock up on points before the first kind of drop that uses this new system, and hopefully secure a drop as part of it. Now that sounds really good. I'm kind of really happy we are getting rewarded for holding sets and for having our correction, for doing that stuff on the feed such as posting, etc. My biggest issue with this one would be is this really kind of comes into its own for whales. Whales who have 100+ sets, who have multiple secret rares, who have a big collection, we're going to really get a huge amount of points compared to someone like myself, or perhaps a lot of people watching this video who have under 50, under 20 sets, under 10 sets. People like that won't be collecting a lot of points, and even if you convert all those points from day one that you've been in the app into a drop that comes up in the future, it's going to pale in comparison to what the whales can do in terms of the tickets they'll have. And really, this is going to be, in my opinion, a whales game at the start for these raffle tickets, because they'll have the ability to kind of generate a lot of MCP points on a daily basis just from the sheer size of their collection alone. So for me, I'm not too concerned about adjusting my strategy around picking up collectibles and holding collectibles. I don't particularly go after sets unless it's Voltron, because Voltron is one of my faves, and I do have that as a set, but apart from that, it's usually just one-offs from a particular set that I'm looking to hold, first appearance and season 1, that kind of stuff. So for me, I won't be going after MCP points. I don't think it'll make much difference in terms of my results in terms of drops, because the whales will kind of really corner the market and corner the drops in terms of the raffle tickets. So I'll need to kind of be more dependent upon just rolling the dice at the drop, or getting lucky and picking things up relatively cheap on the secondary market. So I'm planning to have gems available to kind of pick things up on the secondary market, and also to be very find all the tips and tricks to try and get the drops as possible coming up. We have also talked about, as well as a raffle system, introducing a more sort of a general sort of queue as well. So it might be a little bit easier if you're in the queue or not. It always also depends on how many people are on the app and how many mints are available for a given drop. So as I said, I'm not particularly interested in MCP points. I also think once it goes live and people realise the impact the whales can have and how unlikely smaller collectors on the app will actually have an opportunity to kind of use these tickets, and once that they get very vocal about that, I can see Veve respond to it and changing the MCP program again, the point system again, based on those sort of vocal criticisms of that drop system. So again, this is all speculation. We've only got this article from December here, and again, Veve might change it before we even launch this system fully. It might go back, might change it to a different rationale, might use it in a different way. Veve is very much still in the testing phase just now, particularly around this drop system and this MCP. So really, I'm not going to be banking on what's written in this article as being true. I'm going to keep an open mind about things, but just be really conscious yourself if you are trying to maximise those points. really think about in terms of the people in the app, the size of correction, how does your correction compare to those, how many points will you be getting, and looking at what people share on Facebook, Twitter and on YouTube, look at the correction size of other people and compare that, and we'll probably be drawing down a lot more points than someone like myself or others watching this video. It's really just to kind of keep that in mind and think to yourself, actually, what's the best way of managing my correction going forward. And for me personally, it is just going to be focusing on those sought after collectibles, the first appearances of popular characters and first editions of popular things, and that's not going to change with MCP. For me, the points I get off that will be a nice bonus, but I'm not going to be driving any of my correction strategy. Instead, I'm going to be buying NFTs just based on the possibility of getting points and be able to kind of put those points into our Apple system. So it's just a very short video today, just to kind of go over what I think around the MCP, because I know it is getting to that time where we are expecting this to happen, and given the prices in the market just now, I would hate for someone to kind of spend the gems, picking something up, it's really expensive, just because they think it'll give them a few points, which give them a little edge in the drop system coming up in the future, when actually the whales are going to be killing it in terms of raffle tickets for drops that are upcoming. So I'd really love to know down below, are you one of those people who are looking forward to MCP and have been trying to pick up collectibles to increase the number of points, or are you more like myself and just kind of keeping as you're going and thinking of the points as a bonus? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. In the meantime, if you have enjoyed what you've listened to here, please do consider checking this video out here. It's been extremely popular on the channel, or if you like, you can check out this video here. It's brand new and I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.